So are you ready, Steve?
We're rolling.
Perfect. So welcome to Startup Cabin TV and podcast. And today I have Lisa with me. And can you tell our viewers and listeners who you are?
Yes, I'm Lisa Thorén, born in Sweden, and I'm now working as a business angel, which is great, fun, I really enjoy it. And I've done a lot of different stuff, but made my money with building BabyBjörn as a brand in 50 countries. So, but now it's all about skateboarding.
Yeah, so you went from being in your parents' company and kind of building them massively internationally, and then taking your money and becoming an angel investor. And is this the first company you invested in as an angel investor?
No, it's not. So
not.
that's a great thing. You know, I did the mistakes, I learned a lot, and then I found the thing I really wanted to do. And, you know, I'm now all in into this. But I did some investments before, so I have done some mistakes, yes.
So tell me about the company.
So this company is a skateboarding company. It's actually a product development company, which is, you know, what this company has in common with BabyBjörn. You know, actually giving the end consumer a better everyday life. Or so I mean, it's like really giving them a better skateboarding experience, and it's born global. So I mean, we can't even just think Sweden. It's like day one we started to think the States, of course, because skateboarding is big there. But actually now we have success in Brazil. So, and we have production both in Brazil and in China. So we are pretty much born global.
Cool. So do you skate yourself?
Well, actually, I do. Even doesn't look like that, but I've always been like an action sports person. I actually biked over the Andes in South America twice, and in a few other countries, and ski like crazy. But you know, I'm born '67, so I'm not that hot in the parks anymore.
But I mean, I think that's kind of needed to have. I think this is a lifestyle product. If you don't have the lifestyle, it's really hard to do it. I mean, don't you agree that you have to like be part of it, especially as you do a lot of the branding in that part, to understand it like more on an emotional level?
Yeah, and you know, I'm crazy, so that's a good start. And you know, I really like to challenge myself, and I've done it a lot through sports, but also actually building the communication department in BabyBjörn. That was like really challenging, and it was like building a company. I think entrepreneurship and skateboarding is pretty, you know, close to one another. It's like really always pushing the limits and doing something that everybody else says it's not possible, you know.
And it's a lot of convincing yourself to do things. Convincing yourself this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Or convincing yourself to like, you know, go up on that stage or leap down that mountain. So I really recognize that.
You know, we're going to have to go get some skateboard GIFs and make some analogies to startups and entrepreneurship.
Yes.
We're going to have to do that.
That's
It's coming.
perfect.
That's a
Whole
great
skateboarding
idea.
series. I know there's going to
Can
be
I get you to skate later?
Yeah, but I don't know if you have a deck around here in
Oh,
sub 46, but actually I
It's
think they
sub
do.
46.
Yeah,
They should have
do.
a skateboard.
Yeah. Actually, we're partners, so they have a few decks around here.
Good. So can you show a little bit more about can you show a little bit more about the actual product for us?
Yeah, so I mean, this is one of the products, Tip Technology, and we have a patent in 21 countries, and it's actually really solving a problem for the skaters. I think a lot of your viewers are probably skaters themselves or know a bit about skateboarding, but some of you don't. So I'll just explain, like, today, believe it or not, but most skateboards are with wooden edges, which is crazy because, you know, you actually take the wood and you press it down in the pavement in speed, and of course, and it's gonna be worn out. So it's even called, you know, getting razor tailed. So this Beckett Colon, the skater that was skating with his son, he realized like, hey son, when you have a new deck, then it's perfect, then it works. But as soon as it's worn out, it doesn't work anymore. So he started to repair it actually, and then together with some engineers, they came up with like the perfect solution, like the perfect mix of, and
God, this is hard.
yeah.
This
So
is
this,
really
yeah,
hard.
it's like metal hard.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels almost.
So
metal.
it's like always skating on marble, which is like a dream for skaters. So it's like always having a new deck, and it's an affordable replacement part. So it's like super smart. I mean, you just wear this out, and after a while, it looks like this. So I mean, when it's worn out, you just take it off. You screw here and there, take it off, and then put a new one on. And this is actually the first time we show in new colors. So this is coming up, Q1 2016, with that you could actually get them in different colors. But now already we have on the market the black tips, that on the proskit.se page. But in Q1 now, in January 2016, we will also launch a new portal. So then it's going to be like super cool to buy this stuff.
So what you do is, instead of buying a whole new board, you just buy these tips instead.
Yeah. So it's like recharging your pop. You actually get back the pop into the board, which is super convenient because today, you have to take off the trucks and the wheels and everything and grip the deck again and, do all that work. And a deck actually gets worn in. You know how you love something that you wear in. Yeah,
you know the feeling.
Yeah. And I mean, skateboarding is hard. I mean, to jump like 16 stairs is not easy. So it's, I mean, the Brazilian pros that are riding this now, they are like, love it because they can just, keep the same deck for so much longer and then they just replace the tips.
And I mean, also, skateboarding is part about, it's also identity. So they, customize the board so much and then they have to exchange it and do it over again. I have a lot of friends who skate, and I always want to look at their boards because they always have their own thing there.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much in the culture to wear out the graphics, and I mean, we're okay with that. Actually, we're okay with everything about the graphics. It's like we're the skateboard technology company. We just want to give the kids the best skateboarding experience, and we're working on a me-commerce solution that they could actually upload their own graphics, and we are totally open to other brands adopting our technologies. So if Element would like to have tip technology on their decks, we're fine with that. So Element, contact us.
Yeah, we'll have that in the notes. Who to contact.
Big sign. So you work with this inventor. And are you the only ones in the company, or are you more people? How do you work together?
So Beckett is like the genius behind the products. I'm so impressed with him. He has such great innovations. We already have a few other patents, and it's wheels, it's trucks, it's things around skateboarding. And then we have employed a guy from Brazil that is our team manager. And I mean, thanks to him, his name is Fagner Pereira. He has got all his friends on board and some of the absolutely top-notch skaters in the world that are Brazilian. And they're street skaters. They're like super cool. So, I mean, we're really, really a good team now with, this true skater always out in the parks. Fagner is now living in Barcelona and, going back from Sao Paulo, Barcelona, Stockholm, always traveling and getting this out, to the skaters.
So I think it's very interesting because this is a physical product and there's a lot of startups that do, service, kind of startups. And I know purchasing and that product line part, and I think a lot of people don't understand the difference. So could you explain a little bit, like, what's the difficulties with having a product company that's a physical product that you have to patent? What do you see is like something you have to think about when you're building that kind of product?
It's a lot of investors are afraid of consumer products because they know what a hustle it is to build a brand. And I mean, it took a long time for BabyBjörn, you know, before we had this huge success. But what I've been looking at as an investor is a company that actually could scale really quickly. And the good thing with Performance Skate is that the factories want our innovations. So we're a bit like Tetra Pak. We're actually like taking machines, putting them into the factories. Mm-hmm. And like Gore-Tex, it's like we have the innovations and then anyone could put their brand, you know, on the decks. So it's so scalable. And since already today, all skateboards are done in the same factories in China and Brazil, then, you know, it's quite easy, you know, because they are, I mean, even the Chinese are tired of the lousy quality that you can find in the sports shops. And that parents, you know, they go into sport stores and they just buy a skateboard and it doesn't even roll, you know, you can't do a trick on it. So it's like giving the kids a bike with a flat tire. So, I mean, that's a big thing for me now, like teaching parents that they actually should, you know, buy a real skateboard. So, I mean,
we had that talk when we met at the party.
Yeah.
You schooled me in proper words, and I felt bad about my child.
Yeah, so I mean, it's super important that parents realize, you know, that you can't buy just any skateboard. You need to buy a real skateboard.
So they can learn properly and have fun with it.
Yeah. But as an investor, I mean, that's what I've been looking at, like a product that is global, that, you know, kids in Africa can skate, kids in China, kids in Sweden. You can do it indoor, outdoor. It's affordable, and especially with these affordable replacement parts, like even with our shoes and everything we do, we really think that kids should be able to afford this. And we have some solutions to how kids will be able to, you know, make enough money from us to be able to buy their own decks.
So what's the next step for the company?
Since, you know, we have a success in Brazil, we are really focusing on Brazil, and we have, you know, more or less all of the top skaters wanting to ride for us. So we actually are focusing now just getting going with the production and with the getting products into the stores over there. But in the rest of the world, we are working through our portal, like in Europe and US, which are more like mature with the buying stuff online. It's happening also in Brazil. But we're working together with Dempsey, which is one of the best digital bureaus in Scandinavia or probably in Europe, and they're doing like the top-notch portal with you know, so that we actually can reach out with tip technology through all the social media channels. So that's going to be exciting.
Where can people find? Are these available now anywhere, or the tips?
We're actually sold out on the big sizes right now, but if you're a parent and want to buy this tip technology innovation for your kids, then you go to proskate.se, which is like the webpage we have right now.
Okay.